Hey! Welcome back. We're on the air.
Doc J and Coach C, pull up a chair.
Episode 19, let's dive right in. Influencers selling us the latest trend. Every scroll's a commercial, every post a spiel. Spam, wow, energy dressed up as real.
TikTok dancers had their moment in the sun, but somehow they're still not completely done. Everybody's teaching how to live your life.
From a ring light glow and a filtered
So
highlight.
tell us now, what's fact, what's fake? How much advice should we really take?
Let's get awkward, let's get real.
Tell us how you really feel.
Have podcasts become therapy?
Or just another personality.
Dr. J and Coach C are here to see
What's behind the social media fantasy?
Let's get awkward, let's get real.
This might get awkward.
That's the deal.
Perfectly imperfect, carefully curated. Everybody's authentic until it's edited.
Dr. J and Coach C, come laugh and see. Episode 19 starts now on 3. 1, 2, 3.
This might get awkward.
Woo!
Oh, look at that.
Yo,
Hey,
yo, what's up?
Lindsay. What's happening, people? Sorry for the delay. Doc J got stuck in a little bit of traffic because she had some ladies shopping with her and she had to take them around, and one of them being my daughter. So we'll just blame it on my daughter. It's okay.
Blame
It's
it on the rain. Yeah. No, that's not it. Okay.
Right,
hey,
Billy
what's
Bailey.
happening? Friday
What's
night.
happening
No,
out there,
that'd be-
peeps? Yeah,
Um,
that's Milli Vanilli if you're deaf. Anyway, we are here with episode 19 again. Hopefully you watched our podcast, or little cast that we did last week for 4th of July. Just put something fun out there, a little America's Would You Rather, right? Just trying to keep the content going. So hopefully you watched that. If you did, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, let us know, comment on social media. But Doc J, what are we here to talk about today?
oh my gosh. So today we're talking about influencers, podcasts, and Instagram life gurus.
I like that. That's really nice. All right. Yes. If you've been online, no matter the social media site that you've been to, there is so much shit out there. It's absolutely crazy, right?
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
absolutely disgusting how much money people are making online just by posting the stupidest shit.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Modern infomercials, right? They suck
Oh.
people in.
Yeah. It used to be that you could only watch them late at night. You know, if you got caught up, you couldn't sleep, whatever the case is, you turn on the tube and there'd be the late night infomercials, right? That you
Yeah,
would just
Spam
sit there
Wow.
and, right? That, yeah, Spam Wow was always big. Or Sham
For the
Wow, whatever the heck it
low.
was called.
Yeah,
A
Sham
lot of
Wow.
wow.
The low introductory price of $19.99, and you get a
And we'll
free
throw in,
frying pan.
we'll throw in a 15-piece nice set, but it's a sham. It's a sham to wash the car. That's okay. We'll throw in the knives anyway. Everything's fine. Makes complete sense, right? But there's so much stuff online. There's so much stuff in the media. There's so many influencers, podcasters, yes, like us, but not as cool, not as good. They all suck. And then Instagram life gurus, right? Everybody claims to know what everybody should do and give advice. And the worst part is that people actually take the advice online
I know.
from a lot of
People
these
get
gurus.
sucked in. Let's talk about that a little bit, because I know, life coaching, helping others, that's very dear to your heart. Yes.
Ooh,
So let's
yes.
talk about the guru era that we're in right
Okay.
now, and what exactly qualifies somebody to be a life guru online. What are we
Well,
seeing out there?
And that's one of the challenging things out there too. So when I was getting my accreditation and I was looking to see, and getting some education in life coaching, like I looked through, it took me about 2 years to look through all the different schools and methodologies and all the stuff out there, because there are so many people. I mean,
Yeah.
you could pay, you go through like a guru, like a Tony Robbins or something like that. You could pay 15 grand.
Yeah.
But then you
That's
have
a
other
lot.
people online that are like, for $7.49, you can get your accreditation and you'll be a life coach today. It's like, and you're an ordained minister, and you can,
But if you
you
do
know,
it in 5 minutes, we'll knock off that 49 cents.
right. Then it's just $7. We'll even print you a certificate. It might not have your name, but we'll throw it all in. So I went through that journey, Doc J, and trying to find like what was actually legit, who I wanted to listen to.
Sure.
Ultimately, as weird as it sounds, because it's, from what I found, it's super common in the US for all the gurus and all that kind of crap, but not as common if you go to like Europe or you go to England and different places. So I joined up with a company called the Coaching Masters. It's out of the UK, and they corner the market in the UK and a lot of the world. But it's amazing how, talking to people, that it's really a big thing in the US that like people know that people are such suckers that they're going to sell them. They're selling ice to Eskimos. It's crazy.
Oh gosh. So does buying a ring light like instantly make you an expert?
Could. What are you trying to say here? I might have, 2 or 3 of them around here. So,
But like in general, I mean, it feels like everyone got the ring light and they were like, listen to me, I'm online. Here's my ring light. I don't have one right now. But weird lighting right here, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
It's all good.
It's all good. But like, that ring light that, I paid the $7.49 and now I have an opinion and now I can change lives. Is this like anybody else out there experiencing this as you scroll through different social media platforms of a lot more people that just can help you fix your life, save save your, I don't know, your ice from melting. I don't know.
No, you're so right though. And the more you click on stuff, the algorithms kick in, and then all of a sudden you see one after another, after another, after another. And it's like an endless pool. And the more you click, like, I don't want to see stuff like this, I feel like the more you get.
Yeah. No, I got stuck in a loop of a video today where it was like this whole message coming down. It was cool music, and I'm like reading it, and it was a story about a trailer park, and nothing against trailer parks, but it was a story about a trailer park, and and the manager of the trailer park was like, called the sheriff because 6 people paid in cash for their like lots or something. I don't know. It was odd behavior. So he thought there was something fishy going on, but really this then video leads you to a link. Then you got to click the link, and it's this guy that's like totally AI because his laugh was so the same every time. But people get sucked into this, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'll pay the $20. And people are experiencing this left and right. Like, who do you know? How do you know to trust people with this?
Well, and the worst part is too, so if you click on something like that and you pay, you're like, oh, I got a sweet deal. It's only $20. The next thing that pops up is a secondary offer. If you do this now, we'll take 75% off, and that's only this much. And then you do another one, and then it pops up another one and another one, and all of a sudden you've spent thousands of dollars on something that was only supposed to cost you $7.49.
Yeah,
it's they call it clickbait, I think, and it's just absolutely popping up, and it's crazy. And like, there's so many people, especially since I do all the stuff that I do online, and then with our podcast and everything, I feel like there's more and more people reaching out on a daily basis. But the worst part of it is it's even branched into things like LinkedIn, which wasn't supposed to be a social site, wasn't supposed to be the sell me site. It was supposed to be the connect with me. But now every time I get a connection request, which I probably get at least 5 or 10 a day from people, I'm always leery. And I've gotten to the point now where I just go in with, what are you selling?
Yeah.
And the answer back from but the problem is the answer back from every one of them is, well, fair enough. Not fair enough, dipshit. I've been in sales over 30 years. I know what you're trying to do. Just tell me what you're selling. And if it's something that I need, I'll talk to you. But don't claim to be like the savior of, whatever industry, and like, oh, we figured out the formula. We've done this. Like, no, you haven't. You have something you want me to buy that you're claiming is going to help. And then when it doesn't help me, I come back and go, refund. Then you're going to be like, well, you just didn't do it long enough,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you mentioned something that kind of changed my direction a little bit. The sales piece of it, right? Like, yes,
Hmm.
there's AI. We know AI can make videos. You can kind of tell that the videos
Yeah,
aren't, real people most of the time. Um, but
true.
but what about people who are kind of faking it and showing people this lavish lifestyle in these videos, but it's not really their stuff. They're like, have you seen things like that?
Yeah. Oh, 100. Well, you see it. It's interesting because like the age and the demographic that you see that on,
Hmm.
it's never the folks that are like my age, like in their late 40s, early 50s and stuff
Hmm.
like that. It's always 20 something year olds or early 30s,
Yeah.
and they're walking by and all of a sudden they go and they get in their Lambo, right?
Yes.
They get in their Ferrari or people look at
Their
them and go, "What do you?"
private jet.
Right? And then people are like, "Well, what do you do for a living?" They're like, "Stop. If you have 5 minutes, I can tell you what we do. All you have to do is tune
Mhm.
into this podcast, give your firstborn, give a blood sample." And it's just, yeah, but it's like, that's the problem though, is anybody can
Yeah.
rent a car like that and put it in an
Yes.
ad. And even worse, people actually believe it. They look at it and go, "Oh man, if you can do all that and you're only 25, I got to be able to do it too."
Well, it's setting a standard for younger generations that they're never going to be able to meet. I mean, I've seen people that I'm like, that's probably Airbnb that you're filming this in. This is not your house. You are barely
Mm-hmm.
21. Like, come
Right.
on. No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
don't
no, no,
have
no.
that mansion.
No.
Yeah, and to Jennifer's point, so Jennifer's got on here, job search has become the worst. So many scams. Mel Robbins has a lot of copycats. That's the problem.
Yes.
Is it all started
Mhm.
with the certain gurus, like you had your Tony Robbins and you have your Grant
Mhm.
Cardones and you have your Gary Vee and you have all these other folks that are the figureheads of it, and then you've got all these little copycats. And when you see
Mhm.
some of these people, like there's a guy I was looking at, there's a thing called faceless YouTube channels where you don't
Yes.
even have
Yeah.
to show your
Mhm.
face. You write the script, you put it into this system, you use AI, you do all this other stuff. There's like 19 different steps you have to take, but you can create videos where you don't even have to show your face and you can
Yeah.
make millions. There's this guy online, I can't remember his name, but he's got long hair. He looks homeless. He looks like a complete stoner and he's just like, "Hey bro, no, I do this, man, and I can do it." But they try and get you to go to their live cast, their webcast. I actually sat through one
Mhm.
because I'm like, I just want to find out what kind of BS they're
Sure. Yeah.
purporting, and it was probably one of the worst, like quote unquote pseudo trainings that I've ever seen. But
Mm.
how these people, what a lot of people don't realize is like these people didn't make money from doing their videos and from doing
Mhm.
the faceless YouTube and from doing all the side hustles they claim to be doing
How did they make their money?
from people that subscribe. Because if you do it today,
Ah.
$99 gets you into our primary role, and then if you want to be one up, then you can do the extreme level, which is 199. And if you want to really be in the group, then you can pay, it's a fraction of this. And then they always ask you, like, what do you think you can afford to invest?
Mhm.
That's how they get their money.
Mhm.
So when you see all these gurus online that are like, I can make you rich. No, you're going to take a lot of money from me. And what people don't see too is they always have a disclaimer. This is not a guarantee
Mhm.
that you'll get rich.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is this is not typical. So it's like so many people follow it, but that's where the world has gone is subscription services,
Yeah.
pay me, pay to play, um, all kinds of stuff just to be like, hey, here,
Mhm.
and they
No,
get rich by
I
people paying them $500 a pop to join their little cohort in the hopes that, well, they told me I'm going to get rich. Yeah. Okay. And I told you that it's raining cats outside, but is it actually raining cats? Probably not.
well, I definitely think that obviously this time of and place that we're in, people are constantly, yes, on their phones, online. Um,
Yep.
there's a lot of like envy of what people's lives are portrayed as. Like, obviously, people aren't like, "Woohoo! Look at my hot mess," unless that's like their thing. Like, subscribe to listen to my hot mess. Um,
Right.
but it's. I mean, there are people out there like
Subscribe.
that.
Listen to my hot mess.
But it's setting people up for feeling like failures because they're like, wait, I'm this age and I don't have this yet and I don't have that yet. And it
Mm-hmm.
worries me about what that means for, like people who
Yep.
are our age that are like, wait, I'm going to retire in X amount of years, but like, how am I going to get to look like that person who's retired now, like
Right.
driving around in their private jet? Like, oh, I have to
Yep.
act now, and then I get that.
Right.
And for those of you joining in, Coach C and I, we're not selling you anything. We're talking about influencers, podcasts, and you know, life gurus that
Unless you
pop
want
up
to buy
on
it.
social media. Yeah, unless you want to buy it, we'll find something to sell you. Like, ooh, look it, I have this nice lip gloss. Just kidding.
Right.
And it
I have
comes
some
with a
AirPods.
pen.
They've been in my ear. Yeah.
I have a pen that you get for
I
free.
have a pen.
No, but it worries me about what the reality of what people are really thinking life is. You know,
Right.
because that's not true life. But
No.
I don't know.
That's probably, of all the influencers and stuff out there, it's probably 1% of all of them that actually
Yeah.
make that kind of living. But the challenge too, I mean, you see it, like, is that who you really want to be? Because you look at it, I mean, just in the last like month or two, I think there's been like at least 2 or 3 influencers who have committed suicide.
That's very sad.
So
Yeah.
is it really all that it's cracked up to be, you know? So
Yeah.
it's you look at it, is that the life that you really want?
It's true. I agree with you. But every story, it seems like it has the same script, the same people, the same cast of characters. Uh-oh. Did we just sell Coach C? Where'd he go? If you're listening, if you're watching, please comment. Let us know the funniest thing that you've seen or the most outrageous on social media as far as what your life could be like. That would be great. I think he's coming back. Or not. A lot of times, you know, I'm looking at all of these podcasts, and I know we have one and we're doing one right now. And, you know, we talk about a lot of things that maybe people don't want to talk about. I thought we sold you with a set of knives. I wasn't sure.
We did, actually. It was an influential person at my front door. I had to go greet them and be like, no, I'm not interested. Like, just wait till I get done with the podcast. Then you can take me to your leader.
He fell. So
No,
I was just talking
system
about
locked up.
that. Oh, yeah. That's okay. I was talking about, like,
Yeah.
yes, we have a podcast. We've had a few, you know, guests on. Sometimes it's been the same guest. Sometimes it's Frankie. But most podcasts out there, it's always very similar personalities or backgrounds. That's what I
Right.
see. I find it hard to get interested in podcasts that really like call to me. We talk about a random array of things. Some of it's really awkward, or I make awkward, or whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean, every podcast has like a former Navy SEAL, or a billionaire entrepreneur, or a biohacker, somebody who is a productivity expert that can get you to a place where you can get it all done. And my favorite is, you know, the guy who sleeps 17 minutes a night and never
Never
and
quite.
you know.
Okay. He's apparently answering the door. Yeah. No, I'm right there with you, Doc J. It's the funny thing though too is this is something I'll urge you about, especially since I've learned so much about social media and you know all the influencer stuff and the things that I do, is that if you ever like see those kind of things, Google search them, look up their net worth, do some simple searches on there. If you do that, you're gonna find, like, I've done some Google searches on people. Like, I found there was one that I found, to your point, where it said they weren't a Navy SEAL, but they were like a Marine or some stuff. Come to find out, they weren't even in the military. Never had been in
What?
the military. Yeah, they were known for like some scams and stuff like that. Other ones that claim to get you rich, I've looked a couple people up to see their net worth, and their net worth says like, $120,000. I'm like, you're online claiming that you made $7 million last year. So either it's offshore accounts, and we needed to wrap up, get the feds on you or something, or you're just full of crap.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's
so wild out there.
it is wild. And I worry about our, our teenagers and our 20 somethings in that they are falling for it, but also some of our, our 70, 80-year-olds that are like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh, I don't have enough for retirement. This sounds good. Let's go with this."
I think that's a lot of the people they probably capitalize on with some of the offers is the fact that like, oh yeah, even at your age you can do this, and it's like, well, yeah, but it's not the right thing to do. So, but yeah, you're right.
No.
Everybody has those, and you see the same guests on all the shows, just whoring themselves out. Right? Hey, you're on this show. Now they're on this show. Now they're on that show. It's like you can't be a guru and a master of everything.
Oh, that is such a good point.
Right?
Yes.
You're
Right.
on this podcast about life. You're on this podcast about computer hacking. Then you're on this one about day trading. It's like, okay, at some point you just got to call BS, because there's no way in heck you can do all that unless you're a time traveler, or unless you've cloned yourself like the movie Multiplicity, or I don't know. It's just too phony. Would love to know what if you guys have seen podcasts, or have you seen stuff like that online. Would love to know what you've seen, who you've seen. Have you fell victim to anything like that? Throw it in the comments if you have. Let us know like what you're seeing online, because I know, don't tell us that you don't surf social media and you're not doom scrolling and you're not looking at Instagram and all this other stuff. Like, I don't pay attention to social media. Yeah, okay. To Jennifer's point, then you've fallen into a black hole. So we'd love to know what you've seen. So
Yeah. The other thing that, comes up a lot that I see as I scroll through, and it happens a lot on TikTok, I think a little bit more, is people commenting or like saying they have their little thing and they're like, if you want to know more, comment below with the word blah, and then they have this like code word. And you're like, ooh, I just typed in hustle, and now they're going to message me back, and they're actually reaching out to me. They're going to talk to me.
Yeah, they want me. They love me.
Yeah, and then they feel like, oh, I'm part of the in crowd because people are reaching back out to them or sending them a direct message. That's something too that I think people are getting caught up in.
Yeah, it's a trap and a lead magnet is what it is, because the minute that you comment that word, it basically tells the system to run an automated messaging sequence that puts you into a nurture campaign to eventually get you to say yes.
Interesting.
So that's why like if you ever do that commenting, all of a sudden you get a message back within seconds. It's because that pinged that person's their CRM platform or their software to say, okay, now send a message to. And the person behind the scenes, if it's the person or the media manager, has set up a sequence, and it could be 5 emails, it could be 7 emails, it could be something in between if you haven't responded in some time. Because I've done that too, like in going through social media, I'll comment like success just to see what pops back. And then all of a sudden it's one message. Then the next day it's like, hey, haven't heard from you. But by the way, this is a real person. And it's like, no, I know it's not. Because the minute I comment back, when they like comment yes if you want to continue, comment no if you want, I hit yes or I hit no. And no matter which one you pick, you're still getting another message.
Yes.
No. You say no. Why not? Why not? Why aren't you interested in me? Why don't you like me? Am I not, pretty enough for you? Like, wait a minute.
I kind of messed with I messed with one of those for a little while just because they were like, yeah, I commented, and then I got those auto messages, but it was like, this is a real person, by the way. And then I kept it going a little, and then they're like, watch my video. And then they're like, so are you ready to sign on? And they're like, you just have to fill out this application, and they're like, what's your credit score? And I was like, it's 99. And they're like, then all of a sudden the thing shut down. Like it didn't
Oh yeah.
message me anymore because I wasn't meeting their criteria, right? And but then a few days later, I got another message that was like, well, we know that you can't take out money with your credit, so then watch this video instead. It's free. And I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
What? Like, why?
Yeah,
are you
just to
still
let you know, we
contacting
take
me?
credit cards. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, like how much debt do you currently have? Yeah, I hate those things. Like, what do you think you could afford? I do the same thing, except I put one. They're like, how much money do you think you could afford? $1. Well, when the time is right, get back to us and let us know. In the meantime, like you said, watch this free video, and then you watch the free video. It's like, you're poor. You can't afford us. You suck. We don't want you. You're not our type of people. You're like, wait a minute. But all that is behind the scenes sequencing to give you those messages to still keep you in the system, because then you're in the database to where if they just hit a button, they restart the sequence and all of a sudden, hey, is now a better time? No. I actually had that with I was looking into like meal services, and I was trying to find some easy ways to eat healthy and stuff like that. And I looked into one, and I had a guy like reach back out to me and say, or maybe it could have been a woman, could have been sloth, I don't know. But I got a message that says, I want to save you 50% for life. Are you in? And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'll hear it. I'm like, or I think it was like, I want to save you 50% on your first order, and then I'll give you a discount every order for life. So I was like, I wrote back, I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But for my first one, give me 70% off, and for every one instead of the 40%, give me 50% off. I got an email, I got a message back. Done.
Yeah. Oh.
Done. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'll do that. Then I started asking some difficult questions. Well, is your menu diabetic friendly? Is it low sodium? The message I got back was actually from a real person. It was, I'll have to check with our chefs. How are you selling something you don't know? Like if it leans toward every demographic and every sector like that.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is I had to get back to that person because 2 days went by. I'm like, hey, haven't heard back from you. Just seeing if you check with your chefs yet, or chefs, quote unquote. So they got back to me.
Yeah.
Like, we currently don't have a low sodium or low sugar option. Cool. Get back to me when you do.
Yeah.
The next day, I get another message. Hey, I want to save you 50% on your first order and a discount every. I'm like,
you're like, I'm stuck in a loop.
Right. I'm like, so I got that message, so I sent it back. I'm like, please take me out of your lead nurture system. Stop the loop going, and get back to me when you have this, like you mentioned before. I didn't get a message back. The messages stopped, though. For now.
Wow.
They'll probably be back next week. Hey, I'd like to save you 50%. Like, yeah. And I would like to find where you live and terrorize you and your family.
Oh, dear.
Oh my God.
Oh, dear. Oh, my.
But yeah, that's just an example of how those things work. And it's hard to get out of that loop. And even if you get out of it, you will be back in at some point in your life. Yeah. And that's by these gurus, right?
Right.
But that's how they get you, because eventually people say yes.
Yeah. They're like, well, I've seen this 50 times. It must be something.
Right. Well, and something else too with, on the theme of, influencers and stuff like that. Has anybody out there seen videos, propaganda, information, articles, and posts that just make you feel absolutely like dog crap about yourself? They make you feel guilty. Like they try and guilt you into, like, if you're not succeeding, it's because you don't want it enough. If you're not losing weight, it's because you're eating after 8, fatty. You see all these. Has anybody else seen that online, Doc J? Have you seen those kind of things where it's just there's ads for stuff, but they're like, you're not like us because you're not cool, or you just haven't discovered the system, or you're not smart enough. Have you seen anything like that before?
Yeah, I've definitely seen things that it's not necessarily that extreme, but more so, you're missing out, or you could be, having more time with your kids, but you're choosing not to because you're going to work every day while I'm here working from my phone and being part of my kids' lives all day long. Like, okay, I'm sorry. What do I have to do? Like, like I have my phone all day and I go to work. Can I do both? No, 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 no,
No, you must quit
no.
your
Not how
job
it
and work full time on your phone. Yeah.
works. And give us 75% of it.
Oh yeah. There's a guru or a person online. His first name is Jordan, but I can't remember. He's got like a system called an AI arbitrage system. And
I don't even know what that means.
last month, I made $500,000, and he's got this like
Yeah.
Irish accent or British, whatever the heck it is. But he claims like, in the last month, I made $500,000. Over the last 2 years, I've made $19 million. If you want the system, blah blah blah, and then you have to pay. So I reached out just to see what the information was, and it was the same. It's all the same thing. Oh, how much do you have to invest? Nothing. Well, why not? Well, because I'm divorced, had a heart attack, and I'm paying off bills, and I have kids, and sports, and a house. Oh,
Yeah.
well, maybe the timing's not right for you. No, I'm exactly who you want, because I'm looking at my bills, going, shit, I need money. And if you sell it the right way to me, I might be like, here, take my life savings, and let me give you some blood while we're at it. But it's crazy the things that people will do to make money. And they make you feel guilty about like, well, did you make $500,000 last month? No, no human being did.
Yeah.
They're like, well, why not? Because you're not good enough and you don't have the right systems. Okay, now you're telling me that the reason why I'm not making the money I want to make is because I suck.
Yeah.
That makes me really want to work with you.
That's the message that I think gets put out there, and that's how some of those people make some of that money. But that can't be a steady stream for them. Eventually, people have to start being like, well, nothing happened for me. Like, how does that work?
Right. Yeah, you would figure it has to happen. I mean, it's like looks, right? Looks fade. You got to figure the fame fades, your audience fades. You've got to come up with a different offer instead of the flavor of the month. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. That's why I always go on and look to see like how much of those people, what's their net worth? What was their annual revenue in the last year, to see if there's any information online. Because if you're really making that kind of money, like you've got to be reporting it, and it's got to be on a public thing, right?
Yeah, it should be, you would think. I mean, I don't know. It's so interesting. But, what just popped into my brain right now, this very second, is we're going to end this. And everybody else that's been watching it, our feeds are going to be flowing with Ferraris and private jets and $7.49 get rich quick kind of promises. So
that's true. So we just screwed ourselves, is what you're saying. By talking about this, we have killed the algorithm. We've made ourselves victim to it, and our feed will just explode.
We may have. Okay. And that's a little
right
awkward. But I think we have to be honest and say that we're going to be hit with it now. But,
we're taking a chance here, people. For your benefit, we're taking a chance.
We are taking a chance because we want to help educate everyone and just talk about this. For those of you just joining, I see some of you just popped on. We're talking about influencers and podcasts and life gurus and these get rich quick by watching my video and paying me money. So anything that you want to add, please put it into the chat. We're really happy to see you guys on tonight, and we'd love to see some of your comments. So thank you so much.
Heck yeah.
I have a question, and I know you've done a ton of research on different courses for coaching and all of that, but why does every course cost like an oddly weird amount, like $99.76 or $997? Like, why isn't it just $100? Why isn't it just $1,000? Why is that? Is there some kind of marketing piece to that? I would love to know, because that bothers me. Yeah.
Well, because if you say 100, people associate that, they see the three numbers like that without change, and they see it as, holy crap, that's expensive. But if you put 99 and 74 cents, since it's under $100, it hits the threshold for people where they go, oh, that's not that bad, and they feel like they're getting a discount. It is
Okay.
the weirdest thing, but like in my studies and looking through marketing and everything else, yeah, that's a big thing of how it works is that if you put some change in there, and like even in the coaching stuff that I went through in the education, they talk to you about pricing your programs and your time and all the other stuff. And that is like, oh, tell them it's going to be $1,204.35.
Yeah.
Because if it was $1,300, that would seem expensive. But if you put $1,200, oh shoot, I'm getting a deal. It's
Okay.
the weirdest thing, but psychologically, if it's if it's a whole number like that, people tend to go, oh man, that's pretty expensive. But you know what? It's $99.95. That's under $100. I can swing that. I've done that justification myself to where I'm like, oh shoot, it's $331.25. Oh, it's normally $399. That's a bargain. I should do that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. It's just
yeah, it's crazy.
It's very interesting to me. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous, isn't it?
It is ridiculous. So, it's great seeing everybody popping out on a Friday night. I know this isn't our usual time, but we're excited. And if you're watching us recorded from our YouTube channel, we love that you've joined us. And please leave some comments that you've watched us while the recording of this.
Yes, let us know.
Yeah, let us know because we really love hearing from you guys. One of the things you mentioned earlier in the show is you were talking about some AI, like faceless. Well, I guess you were talking about faceless YouTube channels and stuff, but there is a huge AI influencer explosion that has been going on. One of them that is a little awkward for people to talk about, but AI girlfriends and companions. Now, I have seen things pop up. I have seen things pop up for where guys are like, I created this woman and she's making me thousands of dollars on OnlyFans, and it's not me. Like, okay, first of all, creepy. You're a man who's generating a female to make you money who isn't even real. Like, what is going? Mind-blowing our society. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's honestly that kind of stuff. I don't want to say pisses me off, but it just kind of sickens me a bit because it's just all it is just preying on the fact that people are lonely. People are lonely. People are sad. People want the attention. And like you said, you never know if you're even talking to a man or a woman on the other end of it. Because AI has gotten so good to that fact. But yeah, there's people that unfortunately, there's people that exploit that, and it bugs the crap out of me because it's like, if you're lonely, go out and do stuff. If you're like Karen said, the scary thing is that older people don't realize it's fake. Even younger people don't realize it's fake because everything looks so good these days. Everything looks so real, what you could do with AI. But yeah, it's creepy. And then, you never meet that person. You keep talking to them online. I actually had a friend that fell victim to something like this, where they actually ended up sending money to the real person. They thought this person, like the AI that they use and the image that they used and the visage that they used was of an older, retired veteran from, I think, the Marines or Army, one of the military branches.
Wow.
Trying to get home and trying to do this. I want to come visit you, blah, blah, blah. My friend gave this person a couple $1,000s to help out.
Shoot.
Come to find out, it wasn't even a real person. It was probably, I don't know if it was some kid or who it was, but they had to get the FBI involved. They had to get the police involved just to try and track it down. And I don't think the person ever got their money back. But to your point there, Karen, a lot of people, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're lonely, if you're depressed, if you're feeling, like life is tough or you just need somebody and all of a sudden something reaches out to you because the algorithms are good enough to have something reach out to you at the perfect point to go, Karen, are you okay? Let me talk to you. Let me, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. I can help. Oh, I've been in that same situation before. The sad part is in coaching, I belong to a lot of channels on Facebook about coaching or like I need a coach or whatever the case is. I've seen posts on there that have said, can I have a coach reach out to me that is not AI?
And
Isn't
the
that
fact
crazy?
that we have to write that, like the fact people have to write that.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's so sad. But yeah, there's also an obsession with AI. You know, I mean, people sending each other stupid videos. Watch this. Oh, this is so funny. This can't
Yeah.
be real. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
But there's a fine line between the entertainment level of it and the scariness for society, right? Because I was reading an article recently where ChatGPT is getting sued by a family because their son uh, was asking ChatGPT for advice for their emotional, things that were going on with them, and they ChatGPT ended up giving some advice that was not good, and that person ended up ending their life with the help of ChatGPT. That is so scary to me. It is so scary that we have these platforms out there that are influencing people to do things. Like, I'm sorry, but I know that ChatGPT is not real. What do you call it again, Coach C?
Chat GPT.
Chat GPT. Yeah, I know it's not real, but there are
Mm-hmm.
people out there that need actual emotional, therapeutic support who are, I've heard people say, you don't want to get a therapist degree because people are just using AI. Well, this
Yep.
poor, young man, he ended his life. Chat GPT offered to write his
Oh,
suicide note. And and
holy cow.
and that is scary to me, that that's the place that we're in
Yeah.
and so that's a whole nother topic
Yeah.
that you can search online. It's a lawsuit with ChatGPT that's going on right now, but I have some quick lightning round facts for you, Coach C.
Let's do
um,
it.
all right, so we're going to do true or false answers.
Hmm.
All right, number one, there are more than 4 million podcasts out there. True or false?
True. True.
You're right, good job.
Look at that.
AI influencers have signed brand deals worth millions.
Oh,
True or false?
100% true. 100% true.
You're right. That's
It's
true.
disgusting.
How
Yeah.
does that happen? Like,
That's
I'm a human.
because,
I'll sign a deal. Why do I
yeah.
have to be a robot?
Yeah, because they use all that stuff to get their millions, and just, people are willing to pay for it. I mean, it's insane. Yeah, like, look at some of the biggest influencers out there. If you know a guy by the name of Mr. Beast, is what they call him. I don't know his real name. He is the
Okay.
top influencer, top streamer, top earning streamer ever. He's basically the
Okay.
person that started it out, and all he did to start out with is he streamed himself playing video games.
Okay.
Playing video games, and people would watch. And now he makes I think maybe over $100 million a year.
Does he still just stream himself playing video games?
No, he does a bunch of different things. He does some game shows. He does a bunch of different things doing it. He doesn't have to do
Okay.
that anymore, but he's got a whole
Yeah.
team, and he makes at least $100 million a year. It's insane.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Here's a good one. Considering we're at episode 19 right now. I don't know where you just went. Okay, everyone that's watching, because I'm not sure if Coach C can hear me at the moment. Most podcasts make it past episode 20. True or false? Do most podcasts make it past episode 20? True or false? I'm going to have to check out this Mr. Beast. Obviously, I live under a rock or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I was writing a dissertation for the last 8 years. Okay, so Karen says it's false.
Hey, Beth. Can you hear me?
I think Frankie. Yep, I think false.
Frankie
Okay, Jennifer says
knocked the
it's false.
plug. Frankie knocked the plug out of the wall that is attached to my router for the internet.
Oh, Frankie.
The worst part is I knew what he did. And I went to immediately check that because I had a feeling that's what happened. So apologies. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so he I think Frankie's trying to tell you he wants you to spend time with him and get off the internet.
Give him the flying elbow drop here soon.
Yeah,
Just
Karen's
kidding.
like, I love him. Yes, you would love.
You can
Frankie.
have him, Karen.
He's a cutie
You can
boy.
have him.
Yeah.
Give me your address.
Karen
I'm
would
shipping
love
them to you
him.
right now. Anyway, next
She's in the
question, Dr.
FRG. Okay, so Jennifer and Karen already gave an answer, but this one is most podcasts make it past episode 20, true or false? And I was like, oh, we're at episode 19.
Oh, it's definitely false.
That's true. Yeah, it's false. Mm-hmm.
Either people don't get the viewers and then they give up, or it just doesn't catch on. I think most of the time people probably just give up. Because if you go that long, people feel like that's a long time. Like I feel like 19 is a lot.
It is a lot.
But I don't feel like it's like a ton.
No. But I mean, this is just
where it'd be like, oh man, we're not where we want to.
This is just normal conversation for us. Like,
right.
If we were,
100%.
we're just videoing our own conversations that we would normally have.
Yeah, watch us talk.
Watch us talk. It's real fun.
Yeah, real fun. Real awkward.
Real awkward. Let's see. The next one. Some people spend multiple hours per day talking to their AI companions. True or false?
Ooh. I would say true.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah. And I only say that because in the vein of coaching and things that I do working with people on communication, I know the challenges that people have with communication, and it's easier to chat with a robot than it is with other people. Now, I will say, that I have a little AI companion, my Rabbit R1.
I know,
that takes pictures of me and puts a little rabbit in there, but I mainly use it to make up stupid stories.
Yeah.
So I do talk to it throughout the day, but it's not for lack of being able to talk to a normal person or a human being.
Yeah.
I just like making it say stupid crap. And I like having it make up stupid stories about, Queen Whistlepoo in the land of Ever Poppy and magical dwarfs that sing the song.
This is when I'm not available for, these stories for you to share.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When we're not podcasting, I'm just talking to my AI assistant. It's me.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's okay.
Anyway, I derail us.
Let's see. Every millionaire has exactly 7 streams of income. True or false?
Ooh, every millionaire?
Every millionaire has exactly 7.
I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm going to say false.
You're correct. It's false. But
really?
You always see those, like, you want to be a millionaire, you got to have 7 streams of income. Like, that's like somehow, what do you say in the algorithm? Like somebody wrote, like it has to be 7, but it's not. It could be, it could be 2. All right.
Well, they teach you to, the funny thing is too, is they teach you to say patterns like that. So they hear those numbers over and over and over again. That's why even like with coaching groups and other things and other education, you'll hear the same numbers time after time and time and time again, because it's the social norm of, 7 incomes, 7 streams. If you don't have multiple incomes, again, goes back to the whole you're a failure thing. If you're, do you have multiple income streams? No, you're a failure. You should have at least 7. No. So.
Right.
Anyway, I digress.
Okay. I got one more.
Rewind.
Okay. No, it's good. It's good. The link in bios has become one of the most recognized influencer phrases online. True or false?
The link in bios?
Yeah, like where they say the link is in my bio.
I'm gonna say true.
You are correct.
Whenever I surf on like Instagram or I look for stuff, they're like links in bio, links in the bio. It's like, can't you just give me the link here? I don't want to have to go to your bio. It's such a pain in the ass. But yeah, I feel like I see it all the time. I like it. Stuff I've never thought of before.
Well, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
You keep my mind sharp.
And you can even get a set of knives with that.
Only $9.99 just for today.
Just for today only. And 49 cents. Add 49
for the next 49
cents.
seconds.
Oh, when I was younger, like a kid or, middle school age, I guess I'm still a
Mhm.
kid then. There would be those infomercials that would say, if you call in the next 30
Mhm.
minutes,
And it's got the
and I'd always
countdown.
be like, oh my God. And I remember, like, I would tell my mom, like, we got to call. It's only 30 minutes. And then we get all this for free. She's
Limited
like,
time, Mom, limited
no,
time.
Jessica,
Well, they
limited
still have that.
time.
If you ever
It's only
watch like
30 minutes.
QVC or any of those things, they still have the timer. Like,
Okay.
oh, this
They
fantastic
do.
set of knives is only available for the next. We only have a certain amount of sets, only available for the next 39 minutes, and they have a countdown, and they'll literally sit and talk about the same freaking topic until folks, we're down to our last 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8, and then all of a sudden it disappears, and then it's on to the next, gemstone that we're gonna
Yeah.
sell.
Wow. So we've
Yeah, it's
just
a sense of
evolved,
urgency.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a sense
we've
of urgency.
evolved.
It's always
Like,
been so. It's
there
always
was
been a
those,
sales tactic.
yeah,
The
yeah,
sense of
like the
urgency
1-900
it's like,
numbers.
shh, I have 7 of them. Those are my 7 income streams.
Your
976,
1-900.
976,
Call
976,
call
888.
Elvira.
Yeah.
Do you want someone to
Call and
talk to you
talk to Coach
tonight?
C. Yeah. Call and talk to Coach C. In question, do I have my pants on or off? Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Okay. So that was a little awkward. But
A little bit.
little bit of awkward. So how about, like, we at this moment in time, and I know we've talked about it, we don't necessarily have sponsors that we're running across the screen, and we're not stopping every 5 seconds to be like, buy our sham wow. But some podcast episodes now spend 10 to 20% of their runtime on advertisements. And it's interesting to me because, like, this is just fun to just like chat, banter.
Mhm.
But that's a lot of time to be spending on
Yeah.
advertisements. I mean, is that making people money?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, look at it like TV shows, right? TV shows on regular
Yeah.
syndicate. They all have, you actually get like 20 minutes of show or like 15 minutes of show, and the rest is all ads because the ads are what sponsors it and they get money for it. It's very much the same for online too. If you advertise, like I've got a friend who actually does YouTube videos, reviews e-bikes and some other types of products, and he gets free. Like he told me, what was it last week? He goes, I have more e-bikes than I ever know what to do with, and he's selling them all on eBay, and he didn't pay for a single one of them.
What?
So yeah, you
Wow.
get brands on there, you start
Okay.
advertising, you get people like you have people putting your name out there and stuff, or putting their name in your, I want to stop for a second and talk about ShamWow. Yeah, you're getting advertising dollars, you're getting money for it, you're getting paid, and if it keeps,
Wait.
the more it adds, you make more. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, then I want to say something right now.
Okay.
We have affiliates with Comfort, sweat
Yes.
shirts, pants, and all of that. So if you're interested, we'll put the link in, and if you follow our link, you're gonna get a percentage off. How is that for a commercial?
That was you basically hit about 17 different influencer faux pas there, I guess we'd call them. So nice job. You too, Doc J,
Yes.
could be an influencer.
Could I really? Frankie.
He is a nightmare tonight. He's stealing
Frankie.
slippers. Yeah. Awful.
So
You're still
I
cute.
think Frankie really wants your attention, but I have a
I think he does,
final
too.
kind of thought. I have a
Dun,
final
dun,
thought for all of
dun.
our
Yes.
listeners and for you too.
Yeah.
After everything we've talked about today, remember, if someone wearing sunglasses indoors tells you to escape the matrix through their 6-week coaching program delivered by an AI avatar on their podcast with 17 sponsors, maybe don't trust them.
And if you're wondering if something's legit and you're testing something out, you're thinking, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to try this, send it to Doc J and I. Doc J will also put in the comments a link to our email. Send us an email with the website, with the guru, with the whatever you want us to check out. We will be the ones to vet that out for you and tell you if it's something that's real, true, or if it's AI. I do have tools that I use to go through and kind of sniff that stuff out. But if you're wondering, before you hit that, send Uncle Gary $17,000, send us a message. Let us do the research for you. Let us be Crime Stoppers over here. We'll figure it out for you, and we'll tell you if it's legit. If it's legit, then we're hopping on the bandwagon with you. If it's not, we're going to get butt hurt if we tell you that it's not legit, because a lot of the stuff you run into on the internet is phony and awkward.
Very much so.
So, and we have a million other topics within this topic, so we will save those for another guest. Right, Doc J?
Yes, we will, because we're only on 19. We got lots more to go.
Woo! Well, speaking of which, as we go to the next one, what are we talking about in our 20th?
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I am going to pull that up. Sorry, I was pulling up our link. Oh, gush.
You're good.
Gush.
If you want to pull it up,
I don't know.
Gush. Oh my gosh.
Okay. We're talking about work, the Final Frontier Part 3.
2, 3.
The water cooler is empty.
4 or 5.
I don't. I think.
Boy.
Yeah, something like that. Oh boys.
Yeah. Talk about the crazy stuff that happens in offices, like The Office, Messy Life, like slobs. Think about that. If there's things that you talk about, podcast about work, Final Frontier 2, Bob, hey, cooler's empty. Let us know. Shoot us an email, and we'll include that in next week's podcast. So, but until then, Doc J put our link in the comments there, as well as our email address. Feel free to send us messages, send us likes, loves, whatever you want. Share with your friends, share with your prison pen pals, share with your Uncle Shirley that lives in Sarasota. Help us get our name out there. Help get us.
Follow us. Yeah. Follow.
Yes, please follow and pass it on to your friends and family. We'd love to keep on growing this thing. If you like what we're doing, tell us that too. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. We're always happy to take constructive criticism, feedback to really grow. But thank you as well for watching. We get a lot of positive feedback that people love what we're doing. We're going to keep on doing it. We're on 20 next week. So until then, Doc J, I think we're out, Doc J.
I think we're out. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Doesn't come with a script, and that's what makes it interesting. Real life, real laughs, real awkward. This might get awkward, real awkward.
Good night, everyone.
Night, everybody.